Let's be honest, we love comfort, and that love of comfort has quietly bled into our faith. We're often told a wonderfully comforting story, that in the end, a loving God will save everyone. It's a message of ultimate inclusion, where every path, no matter how crooked, leads home. But what if that story, as well-intentioned as it sounds, is actually Satan's favorite lie? One humble 20th century monk saw this deception with perfect clarity. He warned that the path to paradise isn't a casual stroll, it's an intense struggle. And believing otherwise? That's the devil's cleverest trick to keep us from ever really starting the journey. Saint Paisios of Mount Athos said, "Struggle with all your strength to gain paradise, and do not listen to those who say that everyone will be saved. This is a trap of Satan so that we won't struggle. First, it devalues the cross. If everyone is saved automatically, then Christ's sacrifice becomes a beautiful drama, but not a necessary world-changing victory that we must personally embrace. It cheapens sin, suggesting our rebellion against God has no lasting consequences. Second, it neuters our free will. The ability to choose God is one of our greatest and most terrifying gifts. That freedom is so real that it includes the freedom to reject Him, to choose the prison of ourselves over the kingdom of heaven. A doctrine of mandatory salvation effectively denies this freedom, suggesting our choices don't really matter in the end. Third, and for St. Paisios this was the most critical point, it encourages spiritual laziness. Why take the hard, narrow path of repentance if the wide, easy road leads to the same place? Why struggle with all your strength if no strength is required? This lie disarms the Christian before the battle even starts. It whispers, "Relax, don't worry, it's all taken care of." And in that spiritual sleep, the soul is left untransformed and unprepared to meet God. The whole point of this life is to prepare your passport for the next one. So don't fall for the lie of spiritual ease. Embrace the struggle because that's what purifies the soul. As St. Paisios taught, those who truly struggle for their salvation are the ones who find the greatest joy in the world. That is the real path to paradise. If this resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. What are your thoughts? Has the idea of spiritual struggle been lost in the modern church? Share your perspective in the comments below.